Hi everybody, it's great to be here once again. Last year, just around this time, we were here to talk about Network Atlas project and follow-ups and many discussions. We were able to build a great open source free product which enables people such as yourself who work every day in the internet infrastructure to have a transparent view, as transparent as possible, with the security concerns in mind, of course, of the layer 1 internet infrastructure. Infrapedia. What is Infrapedia? I intentionally didn't want to put a presentation. Last couple of meetings that I have been attending, I have seen a great move away from presentation and more videos. So I have a couple videos I will be playing, I think 4, that talks about the product. But in general, what is Infrapedia? The only platform out there, and I'm making it, a bold statement, that is open. That is open source, free. All you need to do is just sign up using your email. Basically, that gives us an ability to send you updates and all that. But we don't really use it for marketing purposes. Just once a month, we send you a summary of everything we have done, so you're aware of what changed in the product. You can simply go to www.infrapedia.com to see the details. But I want to talk to you guys about some of the exciting things that has happened over the years. So the video 0, please.
You will remember Infrapedia, the global internet infrastructure platform we've covered last year. Well, today we've got an exciting update from Silicon Valley's disruptive telecom and data center startup company. Here's Ali reporting from California.
Thank you, Seb. Infrapedia perfected its one-stop solution for the industry where data center and network engineers, sales teams, planners, and strategists can all converge to obtain a global view of all available internet infrastructure. And today, founder Mehmet Akgün has announced Infrapedia will be an open source project available on GitHub. This will certainly drive more contributors to the project, making it more disruptive and innovative. Ali Johnson, reporting from California.
Thank you, Ali. Indeed, it's disruptive. Now, the second most important news of the day, Apple has announced official iPhone 11 release date.
Well, that was back in September, so we wanted to add something funny. And just to be clear, this is, like a video that is not really like actual news. I want to be clear on that one. All right, so how about we go see some of the functions, 30 seconds quick videos. Video number 1. So this is a function I want you guys to know. You can connect to anybody in Infrapedia, whether it's backbone, it's a data center, whether you want to simply just connect to someone and ask questions about their side. You can connect directly with the owners of the capacity. Why we are doing this? Because it's very important from a transparency perspective, people to have an ability to directly communicate with the owners of capacity and remove that middleman in the between. This allows end users to get the best value, but as well as I believe the people who are on the sales side also to provide the best value, because there's a lot of money loss. You buy something for 1, you end up selling for 5. That's great from a selling perspective. But when you're a buyer, you're buying something for 5 when you could be buying for 2. It creates limitations. So one goal we have with Infrapedia is to enable more transparency. And let's talk a little bit about the next video. Video number 2. This feature allows us to see the future of the internet, how layer 1 infrastructure, submarine cables will look like. We call it time machine. We don't go back, but we go further. So in the future, you can quickly go to the website, live.infrapedia.com, and you can see how the cable ecosystem will look like. We are now in the process of working on the terrestrial side as well, but submarine is 100% accurate based on the cable's inception times. So you can quickly see the futures, and you can quickly go ahead and decide, hey, do I want to get capacity on this cable system that is about 24 years old, and the lifetime of a cable is like what, 30, you know, more or less 26, 27 years. Last video, please. So this is our search function. Obviously, we don't, you know, compete with Google, but we have perfected, nearly perfected our, you know, search functionality. You can go ahead and, you know, see a lot of details. And one of the things that we want people to know is how you can see certain, this is called rendering. Basically, when you load, depending on the speed of internet, things can be very fast or very slow. But the key thing here is that you can actually see the 3D view of the building. So if you are making a planning to enter a data center, you're making a planning to enable a new POP, you can go and see the fiber entry points. 99% of the fiber entry points of the major data centers, this is 250 to 500 top data centers around the world, are 100% accurate. I mean, at least 100 of them I have personally been and validated in my past, so I have that kind of history, but we also have a lot other experts obviously working on it. If you see any error, let's say you own a data center and you see an error, you can simply go over there, correct the error. What we are working on right now are 3 very exciting things. Obviously, we mentioned about open source. You can search in Infrapedia. What we open source, just for clarity perspective, we don't open source and provide the KMZ data of the routes. Those KMZ data is safe with us. We do not share that with anybody. We just show it in our platform, and that's the you know, agreement we have with hundreds of providers around the world. What we do, we provide you visibility. And if some companies would like some extensive, you know, research, and they are doing some kind of additional information they're trying to gather regarding earthquakes and trying to find some other research, then we provide them free service, but we never send them actual KMZ. So if you own fiber, okay, and I would like to ask one quick favor. I think this wasn't planned, but if we can bring up in an internet browser, live.infrapedia.com, I would like to show Brazil. Brazil, in the world, outside of United States and Europe, is some European countries, I should say, not Europe as a one country, the most data that we have available. We are the only platform in the world that provides this information so transparently, connecting with the database PeeringDB provides. So we don't create another database that needs to be updated. No, we tell our users, do you want your data center in our platform? Please go add it on PeeringDB. That enables us to help PeeringDB to have more accurate data as well. So what we are working on right now is, are we able to bring up a browser?
I think not.
Okay, all right, we can do it. That's fine. Very simply, we are now finding industry experts. Those experts whom we work with to write articles, originals. We call these Infrapedia originals. So if you go to infrapedia.com, you will see articles about the top 20 sites where you can deploy edge POPs. This is based on our experience, but validated by the other industry experts. And also on top of that, we have some additional articles like the future of submarine cables in year 2030. We believe 2030 is a very important date, and there will be a lot of changes from the industry based on the prior events, like hurricanes and such events that has happened. So on top of that, obviously, we are always looking for more fiber networks. So if you own a fiber network in Brazil, and if you want people to see this route, feel free to let us know, and we would be more than happy to upload it very, very soon. Right after, I believe, February 2020, we are going to have an ability for our registered users to upload the KMZs themselves. So we have been working very, very hard trying to make sure that this is all automated, and I think we are about to get there, and hopefully right after New Year we will achieve that. So this is all from me, but when you go to the live.infrapedia.com and register and see, you will be impressed. I know that for sure, but I want to also take a moment here and thank 2 persons that has helped me connect and get these fibers. And Julio is one of them. of course. And, you know, actually I should say all NIC.br team, because all NIC.br team has been incredibly supportive, giving me an ability to connect with people as I needed help. So I know I run out of time. I would love to answer questions if there are any. You can also catch me. I will be here next 2 days. I will be more than happy to answer any questions there are. Thank you.
Thank you, Mehmet.